Hey guys, welcome to my bedroom. So with new blocks coming to Minecraft very soon, I wanted to show you an example interior design of how we could potentially use some of the new blocks. And in this instance, we've created ourselves a bedroom. So let's go through some of the key features. Over here we have a double wide bed. It's just got two light grey beds placed side by side. Pretty simple kind of setup. Then for a headboard, I'm using the new acacia bark block. So it has the same acacia wood design on all sides. And I think for a headboard in this kind of design in this bedroom looks nice. You might notice that along the bottom of the walls here we have this strange looking block. Now this is a blue dead coral block. Should be pretty easily obtainable in survival, and you don't need water or any other strange considerations in placing this block. And I think for a wall design down the bottom here, looks like wallpaper or some kind of florally kind of design. I think it looks nice, and I think for a room like this it suits it quite well. Over here we have ourselves a computer desk setup, pretty kind of standard computer design that you might see in your existing builds or other people's builds. Over here I'm using a pressure plate on top of an item frame, and inside that I have a stone pressure plate. So this is going to represent some kind of, maybe it's a calculator or some kind of clock, and having this pressure plate over the top of it looks good. It is a little bit glitchy though. You can see the item frame kind of poking through every now and then. Hopefully that gets changed so you don't see that, but yeah, pretty interesting. Even if you get up close like this, you can see that it doesn't poke through, so that's pretty nice. And then over here we have some kind of dresser design, or some kind of chest of drawers maybe. So I've got the birch trapdoor, and this opens up and it kind of looks like you've got drawers here. And then here I've got the stripped oak wood block, and it looks nice. I've got it placed horizontally here. And it creates a nice little effect. I think it looks good for some kind of dresser in a particular bedroom design. And I think just having the ender chest and the flower pot with the white tulip next to it just kind of makes this part of the room. Over here we have ourselves, maybe this is like a little mirror design and a little makeup spot here maybe. But it's a nice little setup, and here I'm using the same trick, using the pressure plate on top of a horizontally placed item frame. And inside this I've just got an end rod. And you notice that this item frame is not poking through. I think it's because this pressure plate is a little bit thicker than this one. So maybe they need to increase the thickness to stop this. But I wish this looked as nice as this one did. Over here we have like a little day bed kind of setup. And I guess at the back here, this is using the cyan concrete. This is the light blue concrete. And if you don't like this setup, you could bring this wall in an extra block, or maybe not even have this here. If your room was externally facing, maybe you would switch this out to be an actual window and convert this into an actual day bed. I think that could look nice. For the flooring, I've got this carpet looking effect. I think it looks like carpet anyway. This is using the white concrete powder. I think for a bedroom design, this looks very nice. It's not too overpowering with the texture, and the white looks pretty good on the floor. Other than that, we've got some flower pots around here. We've got some hidden lighting. So here we've got just a painting design, and then underneath here I've got a light source. And on the roof here, so this is something else I wanted to call out together with this area here. So these are item frames. Now you can place them horizontally. So here I've got them on the roof or on the ceiling, and then over here I've got them on the just the wall. Now I've got lighting directly behind this one. That's why this one is nice and bright. So within this item frame, I'll have myself a white looking map. So I've just mapped out an area that had completely filled an area full of white concrete. And by having that directly behind an item frame like this, it comes out nice and white, nice and bright. And then for the ceiling here though, you can see this looks different. It's got different shades of white. Maybe you could say it's cream even. And this is achieved by modifying the light levels that get exposed to this particular bedroom. So for example over here, as soon as I break this open, you can see this looks different. So that's pretty interesting, and maybe if you want to achieve that, what you could do is, let's do this. I'm just going to switch out this block, put a light source directly behind there, close that up, and you can see that it's changed again. So you can do this effect just by playing around with the light levels of a room, and how the light levels, or what level they are, it changes the effect of how the map is rendered. I hope this doesn't get changed, because this creates some pretty interesting visual effects. It doesn't change the game mechanics in any way, it's just purely visual. But you can do some really interesting design changes where you can have different looks, even though you've got exactly the same map in a setup like this. So hopefully this kind of setup and creation gives you some inspiration for your own builds. maybe you could think of a bedroom design or other kind of implementations of these block changes, and hopefully you enjoyed this particular build. Stick around for more interior designs, but in the meantime, stay awesome, and I'll see you guys in the next one.